So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So things are underway. Nice control. And it's P.M.E. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Paris clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Some really good ball movement. Picked out brilliantly. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I think this team can do themselves a massive favour by playing to this guy, Jeremy Doku's strengths. He's a bit of a nightmare for many defenders, and it's because of the fact that while a lot of wingers can be inconsistent, this guy has got some real substance. And initially, yes, he did struggle on making those connections to players in the box. Now, it's all beginning to work out.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Nuno Mendes. First quarter of an hour gone. Valverde. Oh, that's fabulous. He won't be happy with that one.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Played towards the front line.
Paris have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Shot a goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Paris with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Almada plays it short. Shot, surely! Corner number 2 then. Almada goes short. Almada going face-to-face with his great rival. And now they can spring out of defence. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Yehi. And it's Mendes. Vinicius Junior. Nuno Mendes. Mendes makes a dash. And the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
So, third corner of the game. Almada with the short one. And it's made its way. And the shot! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Spread it left. Dealt with nicely by the defence. That'll be a throw. Pinches it off him. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Chance here to counter. And he's worked it through. Well read, nice interception. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Paris clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He is through here. Takes aim and crosses. Paris get their fourth corner, and it's been taken short. Detroit City are looking to go forward now. That's a sharp pass. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Greenwood tries to play it through. Pass just lacking in accuracy. No, he's not getting his way this time. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And that's a throw-in. Flings in across. Chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Vinicius Junior clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Shapes to shoot! So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Minutes has been indicated.
Nicely aimed pass. And the pass is intercepted. Shifted upfield.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He's picked his way through. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Rice. That's the end of the first 45. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Paris go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Those of you making their way home on public transportation today, please watch the screen for train departure times from all local major stations. Substitutions taking place.
So we're underway for the second half.
Paris can really do with some bigger names standing up here.
Greenwood! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
They're up to 5 corners now. They've played it short. Rice. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Cherki. And he's picked out the run. He's got away. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's managed to get free. Real chance! And a neat finish. They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Paris restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now it's Doku. Wan-Bissaka ventures forward. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well timed, excellent interception.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Almost an hour gone. And here's Dembele. Oh, they could be caught out here. Goal kick as confirmed by the referee. And it's Denzel Dumfries. He has found the way through. That has ended up in no man's land. Paris perhaps contemplating their next change here. Valverde. And he's been shifted off it. Vitz. That is good progress on the left. Oh, that's well spotted.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Paris needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Can he finish? It's a goal! Into the lead once more. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Substitution on the field. Number 13.
Well, the two coaches
Jogo.
are signalling changes
Number
here,
10.
both at the same time. Well, this is
Coming
what
on the
we've been
field.
waiting for.
Number 21.
Van Dijk spots it and intercepts.
Number 14.
Can he get it through?
Bellingham.
This interception, his
Substitution.
positioning was spot on. Greenwood. That's a good ball out wide. Gakpo. Conte. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Vitz. And no, he's seen through all of that. And he plays one through.
Detroit City surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Lobotka. Spread out to the left. No, that was never going to make it. And he's intervened well there. Tries to pass it through. Well read. And the danger is averted. Great chance! And it's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
There is some activity
Rudiger.
down on the touchline. It
Number
seems there's going to be a
9.
change.
Federico Valverde.
So the lead now is 2.
Number 18.
Yeah, I can't think of a better
Vinicius
time, Peter,
Junior.
to get that 2-goal cushion.
Coming on the
That, for
field.
me, should be
Number
decisive.
23. Kubasi.
That's been cut out. Well
Number
played.
8. Rashford. Number 4. San Maximin.
Grimaldo. Pass somewhat off target. That's a lovely, neat pass. That is good alertness. No way through. Bellingham shifted it to the flank. Now, can they get him away? Chance for a shot! Good work on the right flank here. San Maxima is in a really good position out wide. Vitz. Greenwood. He's found a way through. Looking to play him in. And the shot's on him. He's had a shot! Grimaldo. And the referee brings it to a close. Paris were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack